What's up in the world? We back. Xbox Cast. We ain't podcast. We probably full off of dressing, ham, vegan ham, whatever you eat, collard greens.
Homemade rolls.
You know what I'm saying?
Hog maw,
Uh,
pigtail, oxtail.
Stuffing.
What is that?
you know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
man, that's what people eat.
Cranberry
Fried,
sauce, peanut
Apple
Cranberry
butter,
fried
pie,
turkey.
donuts.
This one
beer.
What?
donuts.
That's just not Thanksgiving.
Ham.
Damn, it is.
Threw me off when he said that one. Like, hold on, what?
Yeah.
But we back in the building, man. We back in the building
What you
tonight.
talking about?
You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? We
sir.
got off. We
I know
got off
what
Halo.
you talking about, you little slick ass.
What's up with you, Def Mobile? We got off Halo to well, me and a couple of us got off Halo to do this podcast tonight. And we got a special guest in the house. We got the boss of the most in the house. We got the boss of the most. What's up with you, boss? Tell everybody about yourself, man.
Shoot. Well, as y'all know, I'm the boss. I used to have a little podcast going myself, but other things have kind of taken place where I had to kind of shift my focus, and therefore, just like Captain Planet, I had to give the power to you guys and just let y'all roll with it. But I appreciate you having me on here. I always wanted to be on here and talk that shit with y'all.
Hold on, man.
So
Your real name is Pyre Boss, right?
Oh no, it's pronounced Fireboss.
Fire Boss in the chat. Fire Boss. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I knew that, but I didn't. I wanted to make sure everybody listening, when they finally listened to the show, knew who you were, because you a dog in the chat. I roll with you on some other podcasts, and when it's time to get down and get busy, we there.
Oh yeah.
So then we got man next in the building. We got Vok in the building, Mr. Black Desert. We pulled his ass off Black Desert to play Halo.
Hey, I was gonna
I
play
need
Halo
something.
regardless.
Yeah.
Forget. You know how deep in the
We got
Halo
him
I
playing
mean.
Halo every night for hours. Right now, we couldn't do that before.
Yeah, somebody always want to play the story mode. Didn't want to go in multiplayer.
Sound like a savage move.
No. So then we got, saying, the infamous pothead gamer. What's good with you?
What's happening? What's going on, man? Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all. Everybody that knows me know I'm not a Halo dude. Always said fuck Halo, right? But I gotta say, I've been kicking so much ass in this fucking Halo, bro. I think it's gonna be my new shooter for now on, bro. It is. Hey, man. It is what it is. What's good? Let's go. That's all I gotta say.
All right. Then, you know what I'm saying? We got the educated brother in the building, not named Flip Money, other Zinc.
Hey, what's going on? I appreciate that, with a physics major on here and live wires, ready to make shit, do some real math out there. I'm happy to represent the chat. That's what I like to say. Sleepy Goblin, Death Mobile, E-Rocks had a great ass show, and E-Rocks is right. 100 said they can't come back long time ago, and no, they can't come back, and they know who they are. What Sleepy Goblin said, apple pie for Thanksgiving. Yeah, some of those going on out there. But yeah, this is going to be a hell of a show, man. I'm fired up. It's a whole lot of things that people did not like to discuss that happened. And, I'm fighting for Bonnie Ross, because a lot of people wanted her ass fired. Well, since she won't cuss somebody the fuck out, I will be more than happy to.
All right. Then we got one of the crazy ones on the panel, just like me. Livewire. What's good with you, G?
Not much. Not much. Just chilling. Yeah, I mean, been playing the shit out of Halo.
Like a couple of sound like you ate a couple of turkey sandwiches.
I mean, I definitely had too much to eat for Thanksgiving.
Definitely.
I had a
Same.
bunch of food yesterday, a bunch of food today. Shit, boy. Man, that shit was good as hell though.
I agree, man. I made it a thing, a sport to eat for the last couple days. I mean, just ate. I ate at 8 o'clock in the morning, ate again at 9:30, ate again at 11:30. Just kept eating, man. I got to hit the gym all next week.
And not last and not least, we got Flip Money.
Yo, it's good. It's good. It's good.
So we don't have no thing about it is we have no topics. We haven't really talked. Some of us talk to each other, but really we've been fighting over Star Trek and a whole lot of other shit lately. So we really ain't been talking. So we're gonna let Fireballs start whatever you want to talk about. We just roll with it.
Good start. Let's go.
Shit. Oh shit. Well, I guess one recent thing that I took notice to. Y'all seen that shit going on where I guess that was it that one pony jumped on one of the IGN reviewers talking I guess like calling her out about not being a Halo player or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see it, but
I've been wondering what it was about.
it. But my thing is, if the dumbass people looked, she was just reading a script. She played the game, but she's reading the script.
And the thing about this chick, she said she never played Halo, but what she does do, she's a hell of a multiplayer player. So they allowed her to do the review, being that she doesn't play Halo, and she actually liked Halo. So
if you watch Gaming Boat and all the rest of them, you'll see right before it comes on, it'll say who reviewed it, who played it, and who was talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
So you cannot get mad at that person or jump down that person. That's their job. Even what's supposed to be the IGN Xbox guy, he does the same shit too.
Just as long as they get past 4%.
Yeah. So they do that same shit too. But don't jump on. Why? Come on. I thought it was supposed to be the time to be married, not the time to jump on a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Oh, whoa, 100. I don't want you going soft because we got to jump on some people.
I'm gonna
There's some clowns out here.
If think about this, you gotta call a spade a spade.
Correct.
She reading the script. She's like, man, she's telling you, I'm not. You can see how young she's probably 24 years old.
Yeah, I watched her because sometimes I'll watch that bullshit ass podcast Unlocked led by Ryan McCaffrey, the undercover super Sony fan, and I listened to this chick, and I feel you out. I felt this girl out. Yeah, she openly said, I don't play Halo. She never played it. And she played co-op with one of her friends, Halo 5 or something, and she liked it. And I know that pissed Ryan McCaffrey, y'all, because he led the hate with Coulter, a A-list actor. But she said it. But she, I take my hat off to people that play multiplayer better than me. That's one of the reasons I left Alana Pierce alone for a long time, because she beat Ninja Gaiden on the highest difficulty. I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, huh? That's some shit right there. You do that. But but she was open and honest, Good pickup, Fireball.
Yeah. I mean, the reason why it gets to me, all right, see, for those of y'all who never got to be in a podcast with me and stuff, like with Legal, and when I used to rock with E-Rock, who's in the chat right now and stuff. A little short history about me is, at first I wasn't an Xbox dude. All right, when Xbox first and it's funny because I'm a Sega guy.
Me too.
And when the Dreamcast died, I mean, it's like that just kind of just broke me down.
It didn't break you down. It pissed you the fuck off. It pissed us off, dude.
Yeah, and see, the thing is like, if you were one of the ones who were like me, who are uneducated to bother to read between the lines and get a better understanding and a wider view of what was happening, your guys like me were like, oh, this is Microsoft's fault. No, Microsoft turn around, bend them over and fuck them and stuff like that. When that wasn't even what happened. Sega fucked Sega. That's what happened. And we just a lot of us just weren't waking up. So when we was looking for another place.
Fireballs, hold on. It wasn't that Sega Sega got punked, and Sega didn't have Microsoft money to fight the rest of that fight. And you remember Tommy Tellerico?
Yeah, yeah, the
Tommy
big guy.
Teller,
Yes.
Tommy Tellerico, and the other guy, Victor Lucas. Never, dude. They were the original IGN, but I do like Victor. But at the time, Tommy Tellerico was saying, I'm not, I don't want that Dreamcast. I'm going to wait on the PlayStation. They're going to have wireless broadband. I'll never forget that show when they were talking that shit. Okay. And I'm like, man, this is bullshit. So Sega thought that it was going to fail. I even invested, and I had to do this through my uncle. He was a big shot. I said, no, you put this $1,000 on Sega. And he said, hey, we have a representative that works in Japan, and she said, tell your nephew Sega is going under. You don't want to do that. And the Dreamcast was just about to come out. I said, you put my $1,000. I want $1,000 stock in Sega. Okay, so he did it. That $1,000 made me 3,000. And he said, whoa, you know more than Our Lady in Japan. I'm like, no, maybe not. She just don't know games. That's what her problem was. But Sega got pumped. They sold out of their stock of Dreamcast. Of course, my black ass was in line in River Oaks, Illinois. I was in line at, I think it was Electronic Boutique at the time, or Babbage's, one of the two. And when they sold out, they saw how successful it was. What happened next was they didn't have any more inventory. If they would have been able to replenish stock, they would have done well. But they didn't. By the time they got stock, it was too late. But it was kind of like what's going on now, and I'm going to get to that when it gets to my turn, because I have a topic. I have the new YouTube narrative waiting for y'all ass, because we don't have a list, so we come in with our own shit, we fire. So but that's kind of what happened at the I remember that. I remember all of that. But yeah, it wasn't Sega.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it wasn't Microsoft. That was the
Because
yesterdays today of hating on a product so Sony can sneak they dirty no game having ass through.
oh yeah, because just like in the what y'all was talking about, that little sit down with Reggie and everything like that. I mean,
Yes, sir.
you could just feel the
Yes.
vitriol coming from Moore, because and when
Peter
he brought up
Moore,
the FUD, you
absolutely.
know he wanted to just unleash. He's been
And
holding on to that for decades.
I'm glad you brought that up, because he said in that interview, 20 years later, and he's still pissed about it. Okay. Now
Yeah,
that's the kind of guy I like. If I lost a game, man, I'm thinking about that shit until I see that team again. That's back when I used to play.
oh yeah.
But yeah, I'll hold that energy. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
point.
but yeah. So like I said, so like I said, I didn't jump to Xbox immediately. At
Mhm.
first, I was with Nintendo, and that got old real quick, because I saw that the tactics they were using, they were trying to emulate Apple, and that just wasn't working for me. It'd be like, man, I just bought this damn thing, and you mean to tell me about another 2 months a better version is coming out?
All the time.
So that shit got old quick. So then I decided, okay, well, let me go ahead and try this PlayStation shit. So tried that, enjoyed that, but then all of a sudden I started noticing something, that the community was starting to get like real fucking toxic and shit. And so I was kind of like, all right, well, let me try Xbox, because I don't know, it just wasn't like really settling with me. So I went to Xbox, and this was like, damn, like what, I think like 2008, I believe I got in, and I got my first 360. All right.
Okay.
And it's like, yeah, man, that community was at that time was toxic as fuck too. But here's the thing that I tell a lot of people that I noticed, and that's what I'm getting into about this situation with this dude, how he's acting towards this reviewer. is like, apparently it took both community and the fucking company to come together and police that shit up. It's almost like all the toxicity just evaporated overnight. And ever since then, it's like, man, dude, it's like, dude, why the hell should I go back to the other side, man? Like, man, this joke is fucking crazy. But it's like over here, man, it's like it's more like a community. So reason I brought that up, so I can bring this to a close and let somebody else jump in, is that because I actually said in a comment in a tweet, I said, this is the shit is why I've never looked back, is because all of you who claim to be legitimate Sony fans and don't kowtow to this shit, why do you let this shit go by? It's like people like this are the first ones that folks see, and this is what they think of y'all as a whole. You're like, man, keep y'all monkeys in the fucking cage.
Right.
Like put some berries and bananas under a fucking crate or something and pull the rope. But get them jokers under control, man.
Hey, you have a great point, and I just wrote this down because I'm gonna capitalize on what you just said. A 9-foot UT. Of course, there will be a Colin Moriarty-ism today with his no knowing about business ass. Of course, there will be. But yeah, man, you're right about that. That was some good stuff there. And like you're talking about Sony people. Everybody likes co-op all of a sudden. Everybody have all of these multiplayer beliefs and what should be done. And Sony ain't got none of this shit. So why do you like co-op? They talk a lot of shit.
It's a narrative they gotta throw a jab at.
Absolutely.
I'd be like, why you don't have no multiplayer? It's the same way. You know what I'm saying? That's the same way I'm gonna actually ask why the sky is blue. It's blue for a reason.
Like
why
we in kindergarten.
Orange, red. I don't, you know what I'm saying? They have to they can't take a L. I give it to them. They tread water like a mother. They don't want to drown. Remember we used to play the LaBritton zone.
That's the shit that pissed me off, man.
Yeah, remember the
LaBritton zone on
how
the fuck we got people on this side?
Sonic? That original Sonic, and you play that LaBritton zone and you don't get that air, they don't want to drown. They don't want to.
And that's the shit that pissed me off though, man. 100 is that we got cats over here, they rock Xbox all the way through, but the thing is, they'll give that nod if Sony does something that is good. But why is it so hard for them over there to be like, oh, okay, well, the Halo's looking fine. All right. Why is that so fucking hard?
And it's very difficult. And then when they say, oh, I have 50 hours in Halo Infinite multiplayer, but this right here is just unacceptable. We'll get to that, I'm sure, later. But it's always a caveat. There's always a pivot. These jokers, hey, man, I know they can't hoop. So I know they don't know what a pivot is, a real pivot. And, especially a pivot in the paint. I know they don't know shit about that, but they always have some alternative bullshit to coincide with, oh, I played 50 hours, but it's always a motherfucking butt. I mean, a big old fat lady butt that nobody wants. A big ass is great, but their big old lady butt nobody wants. It's always some bullshit ass butt. But this, but that, but their multiplayer is they're stealing money. The shit's free. They lucky my black ass is not on that marketing team, because I say, fuck all y'all. You gonna pay for this shit.
Fucking talking about stealing money for microtransaction and shit, but yet y'all have no problem paying for $70 for a damn game. Okay.
Yes. Dude, don't get us started, man. You know what? But this is how you are in the chats. Hey, this is what I respect right here. Tell that shit like it is. Like on E-Rock show, they were going off today. They were just going off. And things that must be said, people don't want to say, but we're gonna say that shit today. It's a good start, fireballs.
So, Flip, what you got to talk about, G?
Get them.
Trust me. You want me to go last.
You want you to go last? So you go last in this.
You want me to go last?
Let's roll the dice.
You know how I
Let's
get
roll
it.
with vodka.
You know how I get it.
Let's roll with vodka then. Let's roll with vodka.
Oh shoot! I'm just saying. I was just like you were speaking about Peter Moore and everything because I didn't know anything about all the history of Xbox and all the things that went on. Luckily, Game Industry Insider Flip Money Online hit me up with the Microsoft Alumni Network so I could see that wonderful seminar that was going on. Because we were both tripping to see how that Bonnie Ross was there.
My brother sent you? The one that my brother sent you, right. My twin sent you.
Yeah, the one that Flip Money sent me. Because I was asking, is that the lobby? He's like, yeah, that's the lobby. Hey, look behind that plant. There's the Fall Out guy right back there. I was like, how you know that, Flip? How you know that that's the Fall Out guy behind that plant over there in the corner? But besides his secret vocation, yeah, it was just really interesting to see those people gathered around talking about that. All what it took to get
hey, let
Xbox
me jump
going.
in here. Let me jump in here 1 second, Dr. Vaca. For all of the people that doesn't understand what Dr. Vaca is talking about here, PhD Vaca is talking about here. Reggie Fils-Aimé had a panel with, now this is the with the famous quote of kicking ass and taking names. Nintendo leader Reggie Fils-Aimé, he had on the panel in the group Bonnie Ross, Ed Fries, Peter Moore, and Robbie Bach. And it seems like the podcasters this week didn't want to talk about this shit today. Go ahead, Vaca.
Yeah, it was just really educational and interesting about how the guy went in. I'm not used to this, so I don't really remember the name. But the one dude with the hoodie, was talking about how the guy that went to Bill Gates saying that they cannot put both a
that
broadband
would be Robbie
port.
Bach. That was Robbie Bach. Go ahead.
Yeah, that Mr. Bach came to Bill Gates saying that we can't put both the modem in there or the broadband port. And when he said that, Bill Gates said that was the stupidest idea he ever heard. I was like, whoa.
And that's how it is. I was telling you guys this before. When you are at that level at Microsoft or even Apple, and I'm not an Apple guy, I'm Android, but when you're at that level, it's unbelievable. Okay. And I didn't work at either or, but I studied both. And I told you guys this before. Bill Gates looked like Mr. Rogers, but he
wasn't
not.
nice like him.
He is a ruthless businessman, period.
Bill Gates is cutthroat.
Cutthroat, 100%. And Steve Ballmer looked like an ass. He is an ass, but he is mad intelligent and he is all about the business. And if you can, as much as they kick your ass, if you can, that's why Robbie, what you were alluding to, Vaca, is Robbie Bach, when he heard that, and when Ed Fries and the group said, hey, we're going to go Ethernet or broadband, Robbie Bach said, no, we're going into the future. Broadband is in the past. We're going with this Ethernet port. And then he took it to Bill Gates to present it. Bill Gates is like, you're stupid. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Just get the fuck out. Okay. Well, Robbie said, well, we got to regroup. This is the right move. Now we got to represent this to Bill. And once Bill figured that, once they explained all the particulars to Bill, Bill's like, you know what? What do you need from me? But see, that's what they do. When you're at that level, they want to make sure when I invest this money in your ass, you better be right. If you're not right, you're fired. So
But the funny thing is, people are wondering when somebody mentioned that on Twitter, Why did somebody mention that? What did that have to do with Xbox? Them putting in the Bill Gates' connections with the cable companies to get Ethernet and broadband to be circulated more out.
Mhm.
They didn't
know
understand
now.
what they had to do with Xbox.
Yeah. Well, Bill Gates had 10, 15, 20-year goals when that Xbox was presented. And now you see the fruits of the labor of what Bill Gates was thinking. He didn't drop out of school because he was stupid. He dropped out of school because you can't teach me shit. Okay? That's why Bill left. He was like, "You know what? Y'all don't know enough for me. So I'm going to leave and I'll do my own thing." Okay? He knew what was coming. He knew that Xbox was a catalyst to owning someone's home. It worked in my home. I have bought my kids 2 service books. All right, and I even bought my son the phone from back in the day, but that didn't work out well. But maybe one day they'll get it right, and I may revisit it. But when you have a visionary like Bill on your side, everything should work out.
But yeah, live wire.
Lava, wake up.
Yeah, y'all go. Yeah.
What we got?
It's like 100 motherfuckers in here tonight for shit.
Oh yeah.
Y'all better
What we
talk.
got? What we got?
There's a fucking party in this bitch.
Yo,
Hey,
check this
Halo
out,
shit.
right? Check this out. I'm about to start the bullshit. Xbox is king once again, nigga. King once again, nigga. Know what I mean? Look, Xbox Series S.
Why you sound like you in the
everybody
closet?
already know. I mean,
Your girl didn't put you in the
Xbox
closet?
King Black Friday sales once again. Know what I mean? So, oh hell, the Xbox. Fuck these Sony niggas. You know what I mean? He talking that bullshit online, man. Talking that space shit all day. That's all. I mean, fuck all that shit. I mean, everybody want to be cordial and all that shit. Let's talk about the fucking these fucking Black Friday sales, man.
Oh, I heard about that.
I heard about it. We can't confirm. We ain't gonna confirm or deny it, but it's word that the S kicked ass.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't no. It ain't no word.
I think Warren the one that put it on Twitter. Warren pulled it out, but I don't trust the motherfucker these days. So
Same 100.
But it's allegedly. We're gonna use the word allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess what? Allegedly, I'm gonna start smoking weed eventually. You know what I mean? But guess what? It ain't happening. So, with that being said, you know what I mean? Word on the street is Xbox kicking ass right now. And then on top of that, come on, man. With the Halo shit going on right now, me talking Halo? Come on. Who the fuck thought that? But yo, this shit crack though, man. Yeah, man. And also, I want to say something real quick. I think IGN is gonna be in trouble soon, as far as like, cause G4's back in town, and they gonna start kicking on their asses.
Dude, don't start something that I'm hyped on.
The SES has returned.
They already doing it. They putting it on TV and on YouTube. They go live on everything.
Oh damn! Windows Central wrote Xbox Series S dominates PS5 and Xbox Series X.
Yeah, but I don't trust.
It's true. It's true.
Yahoo.
That shit's true.
Well, Flip, it looks like we right. It looks like we right, Flip.
Allegedly, what that we start smoking about.
Yeah, we are right, K.I. We are right.
Well, until we hear out the horse, I hear out the horse's mouth. I ain't saying right or wrong. I'm just saying we got to use the word allegedly, just in case the ponies listen to everything we say. If I say,
fuck them
goddamn ponies. Y'all sit there. I mean, you
know what? This might be the catalyst. This might be the catalyst that'll stop them talking about their stupid sales shit.
They ain't gonna stop doing that dumb shit.
They ain't gonna be talking about no sales.
What else is there for them to talk about?
They're talking about. They said Halo's gonna be done after 2 weeks. Motherfucking Halo on everything. Everybody, that's all they playing, Halo.
You know what? All right, but let's look at it like this. I'm trying to be cordial and be cool and let everybody say they piece. You know how I go win. I'm gonna just say this.
Business Insider
I'm
said it too.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. The reason why I can believe that is so. How many fucking Forza Horizon has sold now?
It's up to 11
Let me
million.
give you the exact number when I got off. The exact number. The exact number is 11 million. The number of players is 11,262,886. And
now,
I'm going to tell you something.
Hold on. I'm gonna add on that. And this is why I say that. Is Halo not the most played game online right now? Beat everything else.
It be Call of Duty and COD.
Okay, so that being said, it's not like it's hard to believe that the motherfucking the little brother, the little guy, is whipping Sony ass. That little dude, or the little white chick.
Yeah, they're gonna say maybe because it's cheaper. That's why, because it's cheaper.
Like that's hard to believe.
Well, think about it. That cheaper system. That cheaper system do the same thing as your $500 system.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Just
well, hold on. 100. No, that isn't true, because the little Xbox has more 120 frames per second games than the PS5. Okay, so the PS5 need to work that shit out first.
You see, no, that's what I want to ask y'all. Y'all saw Mark Cerny damage controlling this week.
What happened? I never have. I thought you had him in the basement. How did he get out?
He had some little interview.
What happened?
What was it? Forbes?
PlayStation 5. Nobody, man, that shit ain't nothing but a fucking lie.
What happened?
I guess he did something with the video or something.
And 100, you think that shit's you think that shit's funny? You should see how everybody was commenting. Oh, his voice is so relaxing.
Let me bring it up to other thing. He had a presentation on how the PlayStation 5 was made. That's what he had. So we were telling you like, oh, the ins and out about how they made the PlayStation 5, which is irrelevant. They're doing things to try to stay relevant because of the storm is coming. It is inevitable what's about to happen to the PlayStation 5 as we seeing it now. Yes, I believe that shit is outselling the fucking PlayStation and shit. That little ass box. So, I mean, they have to make something up, come with some type of narrative to make something up for the or the come at the Xbox, because it's doing too much damage. You got fucking games that everybody playing, and it's in a goddamn beta. There ain't no game in history that's been online that everybody plays ever. That's a beta. This game is a beta. It's not even a full fucking game. It's not even a full online game. Then you have fucking Forza Horizon, the only game ever. Well, I'm sorry. No, this shit. I'm sorry. This shit is beaten out with COD was doing. 11-something million already? That's fast as fuck.
Amazing numbers.
Listen, Microsoft is not playing. So just think about how much money how much people really going to turn on and flick that switch, about how many people is signing up for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. That's why I feel ain't want to tell nobody, because he knows near the end of the year or after Halo come out, that number is going to be higher than what they said it was before. Like these phonies sit up here on YouTube, watch all this damage control. They sitting up there crying, making up all kinds of bullshit. But I don't like the PlayStation. I don't like the Xbox, because the Xbox is fucking up. Halo is fucking up the Xbox brand. Why is it fucking up something that you don't play? Why do you give a fuck about a console that you do not play? That's the shit I don't get. They starting this dumb ass shit. Stop it. You're scared. I told you, dumb ass motherfucking.
They made complete with microtransactions.
Right. Now they coming at that. This another thing. No, fuck that. You shouldn't have put that shit up too. Fuck that.
Get him what I told you earlier. Get him what I told you earlier about that old sperm wave, motherfucker. What he said.
Oh yeah.
Well, I miss your boy. What happened?
Hold on. Huh? No. Look here. They talking about microtransaction, the PC dude. Why the fuck do you give a fuck about microtransaction when your ass had that shit before the console? So you should be used to that shit. And Spawnway ass. I don't really have nothing really against that dude, but he's lying. He's making a lie about mold and shit in Halo that he have no clue of what's going on. They do this bullshit.
Okay, let me
going around saying to get the samurai. To get the samurai,
yeah,
he couldn't get it. He did all his challenges, but he still can't get it. He gotta wait till next month. I don't like how I get the damn samurai thing, and I did it in 45 minutes. You only got to be on. You only got to play the siesta to get the.
I got mine the second day. Once I found out I could get the. I thought you
hold on.
Events,
all right.
You could. I thought you had to only do it for those events. Until Limit told me all of that shit count. I ain't know. Or I would have had that shit the first day.
I already had my samurai. The moment man Live Wild was playing, I'm sitting there looking like live. I don't get what you're saying. Like, no, I still got a lot more to do. Man, Live Wild got off the next day. I started doing some other shit. I didn't know that the page refreshes so and it tell you other things that you have to do or whatever. Motherfucker, I been had that goddamn samurai. When me and Live played, I had the motherfucker. Didn't even realize I had the goddamn thing. So I mean, man, them pony dudes need to get slapped. I don't give a fuck about crap, next gen, mooch, none of them dickhead ass motherfuckers that was supposed to be the catalyst of the Xbox. Fuck every last one of them dudes, because they don't know what they're talking about. Listen in, I'm always a firm believer of, rehabilitation. No, fuck that shit. The door is closed. I cannot help you. As a professional psychiatrist, I will not and I refuse to help them dumb ass dudes that's out there. Crack need to shut up before I make another fucking video to make his ass snap. Already done got on his ass while crying.
He said, fuck that kumbaya shit. We want war, damn it. We want war this bitch.
They keep playing. It'll be Mooch Snack, Zaire, all them motherfuckers. Like, stop it. That nigga done fucked up.
You see what Crap trying to do, right?
Oh,
you see what he's doing. Now he flipped back. No. And he going back to that fucking baiting shit, but this time he's flipping it around.
But he tried that a couple months ago, and a couple days later, because he was like, "Oh, forgive me, Xbox, whatever." A couple days later, he started bashing Xbox again.
Yeah, hey, because they can't be trusted. Hey, Extreme D, shout out to this guy jumping in the chat. The Last of Us Remastered had microtransactions all in it, and that's a paid game. But hold on, chat is moving.
Yeah, not for that same. Valorant had $100 weapon skin.
But he said that same clown said nothing. And that's what they do. They love to talk shit about what Xbox is doing. And when Sony does the same thing or worse, nobody has shit to say. Just
they
like
turn their heads to the other side and start whistling.
Right. And just like Extreme D brought that up, hey, you see Uncharted 4 is coming to the PC. It's coming to the PS5. Sometime in 2022. It's not going to have a multiplayer. Why not? Why not? Why not? What happened to the multiplayer?
They know PlayStation dudes don't play multiplayer.
Hey man, hold on. Now you let the PlayStation people say it. They all that
Fortnite.
But they like to talk that little shit about, oh, we played a multiplayer in Uncharted. Look at this shit. Where is it at? Where is it at?
Zinc. There must be truth to that because those multiplayer games are more played than their own first party games.
Of course.
Yep.
You already saw that list.
Hold on. Live, where you at, Live? Live, where you at, bro? The dude with the crazy ass mathematician. Where you at, Live? This nigga over there playing Halo. I guarantee you playing Halo.
I'm playing Halo too.
Live over there playing Halo in the bag of chips with some Brussels. Live, I know you hear me.
Yeah, with y'all negative 0.2 KDs and shit.
I ain't no negative. I don't count KD in this motherfucker. I don't care if I'm -0. I'm shooting. I know I'm level 34.
Hey man, hey,
-0, huh?
Hey, you guys hear the new YouTube narrative? And I've heard this all week. The new YouTube narrative is Microsoft have to come back because the Xbox One generation was a disaster. Now this shit was a disaster. I'm gonna tell you something, guys. Listen to this. If something was a disaster and they sold you the same product, would people buy it? Hell no. If something was a disaster and they sold you a different version of it or a newer version of it, you're not going to buy that shit. So why in the hell is Forza Horizon 5 so motherfucking popular? That shit is so popular. So that means while you were talking all that shit about Xbox One being a disaster, Forza Horizon 4 was in that disaster. Forza Horizon 3 with the Hot Wheels DLC was in that part of the disaster, okay? So you must have liked this shit, right? How about, hey, why is the entire internet buzzing about Halo, okay? And this goes to a colonism, okay? Why is the entire internet buzzing about Halo Infinite? That would mean Halo 5 absolutely sucked like they thought it did when it didn't. It was the best playing Halo, yet everyone is excited about Halo Infinite. And of course, Rand contradicts himself.
And I'm not a Halo dude.
Dude, hey, listen.
Both me and my little brother are not Halo dudes, and we saw that last year's gameplay, regardless of what everybody's saying about the Craig bullshit, dude, they hooked us. They hooked us. We want to play that.
See, Fireball.
So 343 seemed to did a good job. If you can take two non-Halo playing people and be like, you want this, you want to get in on this.
Fireballs, I've always
like
said
is
that.
the fact that people's complaining that Halo 5 and 4 look too futuristic.
Yeah, bullshit. No, it's going with the time. And Fireballs.
Who said that?
That's why they mad about the art. That's why they mad about the art style. That's why they all never complain about the art style. They're like, it's too futuristic.
Yeah, and like they didn't like the Prometheans. Yeah.
They in the 26th century, but it's too
How
futuristic.
the fuck was it too futuristic? That shit still felt like your old classic Halo. I don't understand how that was.
They talking about the
mind.
art design.
Yeah.
They talking about the armor and stuff is too futuristic. Yeah, they wanted simple. They wanted this. That's the reason they wanted it simple. That's one of the reasons the shit probably had to get delayed because they were trying to change their art style to fit them people that always complain about the art. The armor is just too complicated.
Look, and that
doing
like,
an Agent Lock car. It took me a minute to make Agent Lock's helmet on the Forza car. That did take me a bit. But
this is the thing. This is the thing that me and Flip be saying on the Heroic Vibration podcast. When it comes to like the artwork and the story they choose to go. This is their vision. This is what they want Halo to be. Who are we to say, oh, this is too much of this is too of that? It's not our creation. Point blank, period. Like, let them do what they want to do.
Thank you. The Fireballs, look, everybody likes to say that when it comes to Sony. Let them make their game. Let these guys make the game. And I heard the dumbest thing. Gaming Forte's stupid ass said this shit. He said, eventually, you're going to be able to take your multiplayer Master Chief and have your own path. No, dude. Look, if you heard me say this, I said this like 3 years ago when people thought 2 or 3 years ago, they said Halo is going to be open world. Halo cannot be open world because the world is set. Okay, you don't have time you can't make your own way because the way is already set. This story is already written. Okay, we're just playing the pieces within the role of the universe. Okay, it's nothing's going to change. Yeah, we can't change things cosmetically, which is what we're doing today. But you're not going to be able to set a new path. That's some dumbass shit. You know, I heard
they be
so
trying
much
to say it's gonna be like like Spartan Ops. That's what I always thought was going to end up being.
Spartan Ops is a part of it. Spartan
Yeah, I
Ops.
mean, Spartan is a part of it. I mean, watch you have your own character. You had your own character. You played as that dude that was in Team Crimson.
Right,
but that's what I thought about it was you weren't going to be chief. You'd be your own Spartan, running around doing shit.
Right, but you can make your colors like the color that they gave you for Noble 6 in Halo Reach was gray. I made him blue and gold, the color of Michigan. And you know, that's about it. You're not going to change the story. You're not going to that's not going to happen there. The story's already written. And like you said, Fire Team Crimson, or what was the other team? The blue
Crimson, I forgot.
Damn, I have them all. Majestic, Fire Team Majestic. You're part of Fire Team Majestic, and of course we know that even this one Halo, Kevin Kulex, this Halo YouTuber, he even missed the sequence. He had the sequence right leading all the way up to Halo 4. Then he said Halo 5. I said, no, you have to insert Spartan Ops in between Halo 4 and Halo 5 because that's where Dr. Halsey got her arm cut off because stupid ass Spartan Palmer tried to kill her, hit her in her arm. Jewel and Dama cut her arm off to save her life.
Yeah, but that was Oni job.
That's true. But
think about it, Lassie couldn't override Oni.
No,
and that's why he sent old boy to go.
No, he sent the whole Fire Team Majestic.
But see, a lot of people didn't play Spartan Ops.
Hey, 100. Come on now. Look,
that shit was live.
This is 100. This is why people need, when the people that listen to your show are the more, what we say, Baca, the more learned of the community. Because now these motherfuckers know why Dr. Halsey got her arm cut off. Okay, the rest of these jokers, they don't know shit because they claim Halo is their favorite game. You never played Spartan Ops. If it's your favorite,
they say I play nothing but multiplayer. I'm so tired of hearing that shit.
Yeah, what up?
Shit, Halo 4 is still my favorite Halo multiplayer to this day. I fucking love Halo 4 multiplayer.
But everybody else,
as unpopular as people try to make it out to be.
Right.
I like it because they of how different it was from the other Halos. It's still different from the other Halos, even to the one to this day.
I just wish they brought Invasion back. I missed that from Reach.
Hey, what's up, Sensei Thoughts? That dude have a smooth ass show. He reminds me of PTK Bland. It's just a smooth show. He don't want that fight that we giving him today with all of that smoke and hate that we have.
He the smooth
he
jazz.
Have a smooth
jazz. We like the NWA of the smooth jazz. He's that Dave Cars and shit.
But he be saying some crazy ass shit.
Yeah, that joker like some Steppers music with his show over there. He's got that smooth sound of his shit. Yeah, hey, but here's what I want to ask you guys, because you saw I haven't played much of Halo, because I don't. It's elements in the multiplayer that I see are going to happen in the single player, and I don't want that ruined for me from what I've seen already. Now, what is the problem with the progressive system? Because I have something for that. From what I've heard, it sounds just like Gears, except
it's not wrong, but they talk.
It's slow. It is slow though.
Yeah, but they want you to level up like you paid for a $70 or $60 game. No, you're not going to level up like that. You want to put in some work. What you call it? Call of Duty, Warzone, same shit. Fortnite. They all do the same shit.
Hey, let me tell you about this.
They get mad, but you have the option to say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna give you $50 and I can just go bypass all this shit. And I can get this, and I can go get the what's that? The pad.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's just that when you do the match, you don't get experience from the match. You get experience from doing the challenges on the match. In Call of Duty, I never really did the challenges. If I did the challenge, sometimes I do it on accident. I never went for that because I would get the XP from doing the match. So and then if I did challenges, it would be to get extra. It'd be to get extra cosmetic stuff besides what was on the battle pass. But that's the thing. I do think that progression, they need to give out more XP.
I'm gonna set this shit straight right now.
Just
Yeah,
add
I'm gonna set this
Nah,
shit straight.
man, because sometimes it took me. Even though Bean freaking out did yesterday, got to beat me to 14. It was like I was close, but I was doing challenges and shit, but my bar would barely move.
But I'm gonna say it like this: you're gonna get a Hello campaign in 2 weeks, right? Most of everybody in this motherfucker has Game Pass, right? A lot of people that's gonna listen to this shit got Game Pass, right? And then you got a multiplayer, a AAA multiplayer for free, not no dummy ass multiplayer. You got a AAA multiplayer that everybody's loving. It's the talk of the town. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't want to do it, you can't give up $20. If you don't want to do it, it's free to play. So why are you arguing about it? If you don't want to go through all the bull. What I do, Vodka? I said, man, I want that red visor. I was at level 9 at the time, and it was level 10. I said, fuck it. I gave him $17.99 because I wanted that red visor. I gave it to him.
And I'm gonna tell you sometimes I be wondering though, because they got the store changes daily. One part of the store changes daily, and sometimes I be like, man, should I get this? But then what happened is something else coming the next day. Because I ended up buying that blue shader, and then the next day they had the red shader. I was pissed.
Hey man, listen to this though. When I heard all of the commotion about the how you level up, I said this to one of the Xbox shows with Major Nelson. I said it should be exactly like Gears 5 Horde or Forza Horizon, how you level up. And the more I listen to people complain, it is, except for 2 things. When people said that you will play a whole match and you wouldn't get any XP at all, that's wrong.
You do get XP.
They said
there's no way you cannot do it. There's no way you can't do a challenge. You can't get a challenge done.
Horizon,
I'm not talking about.
You can pay for.
Let me say this.
No, I'm saying, but there's no way you cannot get at least one challenge done because the challenges keep coming. See, I thought the challenges stopped. They keep coming.
No, Vodka, hold on. Because I heard this.
There's no way you can do a match without doing one.
Here, let me say this. 100, you said you could switch your challenges out.
You can switch your challenges out.
Okay, let me say this now. When I said it should be like Gears, and from when I'm listening to people and how they complain, it is more like Gears than anything. And of course, you guys know how much I'm in the top 1% of Gears players in Horde in the world. I will carry any motherfucker to 50.
But what's the thing about it? Gears can't compare the two because Gears is not.
Yes, you can. Listen to this.
It's not free to play.
Okay, that's fine. 100.
Not free to play.
Listen to this though. You can still play Gears and all you have is Game Pass, but it's not free to play.
Yeah, but you don't need Game Pass to play.
To counter that, there's no season pass for Gears.
True that, but here, listen to what I'm saying. Gears has these daily challenges, and I get my daily challenges every day. And sometimes I'll just play it, okay? And they give you 4 daily challenges, right? And one of them, the 3rd slot, is always that is escape mode. I don't play escape, so I leave that shit blank. I never get that one. But the other ones, you can change them out. Okay, but if you change out more than one, it'll cost you 10 points, 20 points, 30 points, up to 50, and it won't go over 50 if you're trying to get extra stars. And when you do the weapons challenges, I leave the whole multiplayer, the versus mode is all blank. But when it goes to Horde, I have every single one of those challenges to Horde mode. Okay, and the way I'm listening to this, it's when you have a gun challenge where you have to get 30 kills with the machine gun. Okay, you just get your 30 kills with the machine gun and be on your way. and I'm out. And sometimes sometimes I won't go through the daily mission where you could play. You don't have to play it in. You could play it in advanced or inconceivable. Sometimes I won't do it, maybe because I don't like that map. So I'll just go straight and I'll eliminate all of the slots and I'll do it myself by myself. But I'm good like that. It, you have that option, but I haven't played that much of Halo. I just played it to make
Halo don't
sure.
have a horde mode right now. We all playing straight up 4v4
Well,
or big
Or
team battle.
bots.
a big
Can
team.
you get
They
these
don't have to
things
get
in
No,
it.
I
They
don't
bots?
think
don't
you can
get
get
it.
the. I don't
No,
think you can get the
you
challenges
can
with
get
the
one of those.
bots.
Yeah,
You
you
Okay.
can
can
do
do
it
it
in bot.
in the flight. You could, but I don't. You can't. I don't think you
No,
can
but
do it here.
you got to think about it. It's a lot of people don't understand. You can go play Fiesta right now and get a lot of your challenges gone.
Yeah, yes, to get your challenges done quick. But the thing is like the vehicle challenges. I kind of don't like that
Yeah,
shit
I
because
haven't. I
people
switched them
camp
out because
them
I don't drive
vehicles.
vehicles.
Hmm.
They'll camp the fuck out them vehicles.
Hmm.
There's no
And
like you
then
can shoot your
And some
I
teammates
people
so you
not
can
heard
take
good.
the
people
vehicle.
Some people's
complaining.
not good at certain weapons, so you're not going to use them.
And then
That's why I go
right,
to the training
and
range.
then I heard people complaining about when you have these certain weapons challenges, people won't go through the mission. That's when we would not play with randoms, and I will
What do you
go and
mean? Go
play
through
with
the
my.
No, it's
I
it,
will,
that when thing about it is it's not a group mission. It's up to you. If it tells you to use a Spartan weapon and you got to
right,
kill 10 people with a Spartan weapon
right,
in 10 PvP rounds, that's on you. It's not none.
right.
It's none of your players. It's all on you.
Yeah, but the thing is, you
I'm
hurt
supposed
the
to get a
mission
bad team.
if you play an oddball or something. That they're not playing oddball; they're trying to get their objectives.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
and that's what they're
thing
complaining.
about it in eyeball is there's only one person that can carry the ball.
Right, but still, they're not.
You can have a battle rifle, like I gotta hit a person with a battle
Yeah,
rifle,
yeah,
battle rifle,
hmm
10 times.
yeah,
And
yeah.
think
But the
about
thing,
think about it, say 10 times in a round. So say if you got one
I,
round,
I
two the next
understand.
round, two, it still stays. It's not like you got to do it that one round.
I understand. But what I'm asking you is, instead of playing with randoms, can you set your own
You can
mission?
you can put your team. We play together.
Okay, all right.
You can play with
So
other people. We play
that's
together.
where that problem would be solved. If you don't want to play capture the flag or oddball or
Oh no, you got
whatever,
to play capture. They don't give us the option. We got to play where they give us.
It should go. It should go.
but you could assemble your team instead of playing with randoms, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can
Okay.
assemble our team. Yeah.
Okay, then well, and that's how you
I
stop
don't
that
know
shit.
how the
That's how we
ranking will
do it
go.
in
I don't know
here.
how ranking will go after
Yeah,
a
rank. You
while
can
when
do it in
people
rank. You
start
do it in
ranking
rank.
up when
But the thing
when
about
our
it in
rank
rank
start
is
when our rank start changing and we don't know. I don't know exactly what will be the minimum
the thing about it
ranking
in
that you
rank
the
is
difference between each other.
we gotta at least be positive to keep our rank.
Yeah, but
If
we're
you go
talking about
Oh,
putting a
if you
team
go
together.
negative and we
Boom,
lose,
boom, 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 boom. I'm talking about putting the teams together. Eventually, our ranks are going to be different. Like right now, unfortunately, I guess silver and fucking the current fucking ranking. But when I played Halo 5, I was like Onyx for SWAT. So eventually there'll be some games I won't be able to play with somebody that's too far below me. They'll be like bronze. They might let me rank up, do a ranked match with you
no,
with
they let
whoever
us
was
know.
I know
bronze.
in
They
Halo
don't care.
5, I was
If I play a ranked match, if you in my fire sky and I say let's put a ranked match, you can rank up with me.
No, but
I know
your
when
rank down mess up
No,
the rankings.
huh? No, they
no,
don't
but
care.
when I was
They don't
when I
care.
was
They
playing
don't
Halo
care what
5,
your rank is. They don't care. They'll matchmake it where because they know it's a bunch of players that's mismatched right now. Everybody doesn't even play rank. I
That's what
play
I'm
rank
saying.
more
Once
than
the game
anybody.
comes out,
Me,
they're gonna start making it so that there's gonna be a ceiling with the difference in skill that people can be in. Because when
well,
you
I
do a
know in
rank
Halo
match,
5 though,
you got to think
everybody's
about this,
around the
Baka. We're
same
already in a
rank.
fire team. We already got skill. We already talk. We can talk to each other. The other
Yeah,
people can.
but they won't. If our skill levels are different, they won't let us. After so far, they won't put us together.
How are they not
Well,
putting us together
because
because
it's just
we're
like
in a fire
Overwatch.
team?
I will never be. I won't be able to play with Genie or Overwatch.
They don't do that on. They don't do that on.
They're gonna do it on Halo because that's how you get your matchmaking by your rank.
No, they don't do that. Because
that's how the ranking works.
Nobody behind. I didn't play with
You're
people
not because you're gonna be playing. That's skill-based matchmaking, Bone.
No,
how you gonna be left behind? I don't understand that.
Yeah, they don't want to leave nobody behind. If just because you bronze,
you can't do rank then. You're gonna have to do
I'm gold. Why you can't play with me?
Because you're gonna be playing with people that's gold and you bronze, you ain't gonna get no kills.
Hold on.
I got what he's saying.
Oh no, I'm here.
Well, think about it. Think about this, bro.
I'm on
if you're a higher ranking level than I am, right? And I'm just getting into the game. How would that look? Me playing with you, I would be getting killed all the time. They will be killing me.
But how do you know?
Hold up. Let me explain something right quick. Let me explain something right quick though.
You hold
on, Bo.
You played 150 Fiesta matches, right? You jump in the ring. You're already skilled.
That's Fiesta social.
Hold
that's
on,
not rank. That's not rank.
And let Fireballs go. Let's see what he got to say.
Go. Who had to say something? Go ahead.
Look, I got friends back when I was still playing as when I was like a silver in Halo 5. I had friends that were in that was like high plat. Some people in Onyx. And I would still be able to play with some of them people as like a silver, like a silver one. So I'm not sure if it's if their rank restrictions are just more expanded than other games with rank, like in Siege where it's really strict. But either or, you should really not have no problems playing with worrying about playing with somebody. Because like I said, I was playing with people in Onyx, getting my ass whooped, like 5 kills and 20 deaths in a plateau Onyx lobby. So
in rank?
Yeah, in rank.
Yeah, that's right.
So I don't know. Maybe the restriction is just much less. I don't know, but
9 Foot said that you can get some of your progression through playing with the bots.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Because I know in the flight you could.
Okay, yeah, he said you could do that, and I ultimately 9 Foot also said what I was thinking when I'm listening to everyone complain. It's over exaggerated like a son of a bitch how they complaining. And I heard some others complaining that you have to pay for this color or continue to rank up to get a certain color. Well, that's the way it is in Gears also. And I'm almost at the highest level of a Roman numeral 60, which is LX. And if you see somebody running around Gears with Kate's ultimate armor or the highest level, that white suit, if you see her with that white suit on, then that Joker is one of the baddest people on the planet. But it take a long time to get there. And one of the other things that I resent is when people say, oh, you have to grind, you're doing all this grinding. Hey, dude, I love the game. Okay. Sometimes I'll play the same map because it's my favorite map and I really don't care about anything else. I just want to play the game. If you like to play the game, like people like to say, oh, I love the game. I love the game. But it's a grind. Which is it? It's one or the other. I don't have 2,000 plus hours in Gears 5 Horde because I'm trying to get Kate's suit. Yeah, I want that suit, but even after it's over, like they're not doing any more level ups from Operations 8. That was it. But we're still playing the game. Even though we know we're not getting any new maps even though they're giving us new character skins, which they said they wouldn't, it's so many of us playing Gears, they just throwing shit in the game. I mean, because we just won't stop. You said you won't give us anything new. We are still playing a fucking game. So if the game is that great, then shut your ass up and play the game. I don't remember getting a new character skins when my cousin and I beat in one sitting Contra 11 times. We turned that bitch over 11 times. We didn't get any new character skins. We didn't get shit. We played the game. And the only reason we played it that long is that we were trying to see who was the best, and whoever died first lost. His ass died on the 11th time we turned this shit over. He died. I won. We never did that shit again though. But we played for the game because the game was that good. I'm just listening to what you guys say because I haven't played it as much as you.
I think a lot of people are going off you ain't ranking up from let's say 1 to 10 real fast like you would in other games. But then you also got to think the season's till May.
And the game is not officially
what's going to
out
happen
yet.
when the people? So what's going to happen when the people get everything? What would happen if the people were to get to 100 in January, whatever? Then we got to see all these YouTubers talking about Halo's dead. Because that's what's probably going to happen.
Yeah, and another thing on a lighter note, did you guys see that Xbox museum thing? I think one of you guys sent it to me. Hunter sent it to me, and I went through that thing. What's that?
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, this Halo museum thing where you see
they call it a metaverse.
Metaverse?
That's what they're trying to call it. They call it metaverse type thing.
That's what Peter Moore was talking about.
Yeah, what it really is like PlayStation 3. When PlayStation 3 had PlayStation Home, that's all that is. That's PlayStation Home. But
that home was some bullshit. While you over there talking that shit, hey, Flip, while you over there talking that shit, that home shit, that actually got me banned from N4G. Because the things that they were trying to implement, I said, that should have never worked. I said, it'll never work. And I kept giving my reasons as to why it wouldn't work. And that was the first time I got banned from something. They banned me from N4G all the way back then.
Well, you got to think about it. I get it. And you're right. It didn't work for Sony. It didn't.
No.
But Microsoft is a different type of beast. So, I mean, but that's all that shit is. It's just like it's another version of a better upgrade version of where home should have been. And PlayStation Home, it just didn't work out the way they thought it was going to work. It was a neat idea. You know how it's like good idea, bad idea? It was a good idea, but it was a bad idea for them to actually make that shit.
Right.
You consider that the way that they made it didn't do shit. It was like
it didn't do shit.
Houses for nothing. It didn't do nothing.
No.
So,
No, it didn't. It was a lot of talk. And back on the other subject, I saw Sensei Thoughts say the same thing that I said. It's a beta. So send your feedback to Microsoft and stop all this complaining. And the over exaggeration of the complaints, it's like.
But you know what? The Xbox community is good for complaining about little shit. I swear
stupid shit, 100.
That's some of my petty shit. I get on their asses all the time.
Right.
Why we can't have this? Why we can't vote on this? Why we can't do this? Why they can't hold this? Why I can't hold a titty? Shut up and play the damn game.
Hold on. I'm not getting mad at nobody. But I understand that no, Bone, you wrong right there. You wrong.
No, he right, Flip.
I want to hold a titty too. Why can't I?
It's like they complain so much. They complain about so much about Halo. Oh, it's this, it's that. But guess all the talk is Halo.
Halo and Forza.
Ain't nobody talking about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody talking about nothing.
And you know what it's about to be?
You slow to realize that. Now all that talk they doing about Xbox this, Xbox that, but they don't ever say anything about their own damn games they don't seem to comprehend that. You motherfuckers adding to the analytics going towards Xbox, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do know
Hey,
you're
but
adding
wait,
to the
hey, wait
this,
until our
boss. Let me ask
newcomers
you this,
start
boss.
coming in, though.
How you feel the negativity from the Xbox community about the Halo and all this other? Some of these motherfuckers ain't no pro Halo players.
I don't think they really Xbox fans or Halo fans like that. I really don't. I really don't believe that they're real Xbox or Halo fans. They are new kids that just got the console and want to complain. That's all they are. They can't be no old hardcore Xbox guys. They can't be. The shit that they complain about doesn't make sense. Got you, motherfucker. You ain't even see me coming behind you, dickhead.
Right.
Oh, my bad.
Right.
People that stopped
But listen, but
Halo because it wasn't on PC.
yeah, like that shit don't make that. That's the same thing like with PC guys. What's the other dude fucking name? Red Dragon,
Oh my
whatever the fuck his
goodness.
name is.
This
This bullshit that he does. Like, yo, why are you complaining about a console? Man, why I gotta pay this? Well, play this shit on a fucking PC, dickhead. Ain't nobody
Because you know his kid hits.
Can anybody even take him serious anymore?
No.
He lost his credentials. He lost his
Not the live wire was talking about him about the woods.
Hey, Live, where you at, Live?
Hey, shout out to Yobi. Yobi just jumped in here. Hey, hey, you know something? Also, dude, one of the podcasts is, of course, I love the Iron Lords, but Cognito said, "What happens when Xbox first party starts to hit in Game Pass?" Hey, you know what? No year is going to be bigger than this year. Okay, Forza Horizon hit hard, and then
Hold on. Say that again. What game? What happened? What did Game Pass?
He said, "What's going to happen when Microsoft's first party hits Game Pass in the coming years, so to speak?" Okay?
I was going to actually get into that in a bit. I'll wait after you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Here's my thing. You can't. The only game that's bigger for Microsoft than Halo is Minecraft. That's it. So when you have Forza hitting as hard as it hit right now, and then and the only thing that stopped it, and that's one thing I was telling you guys, hey, if you have two kids and they play the same sport, but one is on the girls team, one is on the boys team, and they play on the same day, you have a decision to make. The Halo releasing with that beta, it slowed the sales of Forza Horizon, which is I knew was coming. You had 10 million people hit in 7 days. Now its sales are trickling in, or player count is trickling in now since Halo showed up. But I'm seeing why they did it, because they had a few things they wanted to test and iron out. Okay, so I get that. But back to this here, they're hitting so hard. And when you try and say, oh, they had Halo and they had Forza, no. They had back. I'm just gonna stick with June. They had Sea of Thieves, Pirates of the Caribbean that dropped. It's 24 million people playing that game. Flight Simulator has done bigger than it has ever done, ever. Okay, they're killing it with Flight Simulator, and then you have Forza Horizon 5, and then you come up with your game that where, like Bonnie Ross said, there would be no Xbox without Halo. They go hand in hand. This is your biggest game other than Minecraft that's dropping December. December, again, for people that think that Halo dropping in December is a bad thing. No, December is the largest volume month, period. Forget Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all of that shit. Nothing is bigger than December. Okay. So when that hits, and people make make fun of me when I said Game Pass is going to hit 50 million subscribers by December 27th. I meant that shit. I meant that. If they don't make it, they're gonna be pretty damn close. They're gonna be in the team photo. Go ahead, Fireballs.
You have no
Hey
idea
man,
how right
see,
you are.
I was about to say is that wait until the other hitters, our newcomers, start coming along. Like, let's wait until forgot the game. One of my favorite games of I want to say last year. The space one,
Outer
not
World.
Starfield, the other one.
No, you talking about the one he
Damn.
make his own federation. Yeah, no, the one he make his own federation and empire. I forgot the name of it. I know what you're talking about.
No, not
Oh,
Stellaris.
you talking about
It's
Outer World?
RPG. Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds. That's the that's the game. Yeah, wait until like Outer Worlds, Starfield, Outer Scrolls is going to be a big one. I think that Game Pass is going to skyrocket when the Outer Scrolls come out because it's going to start bringing those fans. What's the other one that's making that's kind of like that Avowed? That's another one. Man, look, there's going to be a lot of big candidates when they in on Game Pass. I think we're going to see some historical numbers coming in within like the next 2-3 years. That's my prediction, at least.
And don't forget Fable. When Fable hits, there's going to be a lot of jaws dropping.
I'm gonna tell you exactly how many subscribers they're going to get by the time they come within the next 2 years. Don't be surprised if they reach close to 300 million subscribers in the Xbox, in Game Pass Ultimate. Don't be surprised.
I'm with Flip.
Yeah, because you're gonna have the PC guys with it too.
PC tablets.
I don't give a fuck who they get. That shit gonna hit 300 million within the next couple of years.
I'm glad y'all like games like that, dude. Because I'm stuck in my ways. Go ahead.
And remember, Game Pass is also hitting these damn smart TVs too. You got those too.
The worst one is
get them on my Samsung TV. Get that there, man.
And that's why I brought up that. That's why I brought up that Halo Museum thing. I heard 100 talk about using the cloud on his phone. One of my boys, Ramo, he was one of the testers. He used cloud on his phone, playing Halo and Gears and all of this shit on his phone and showing people when the rest of us didn't have it. And that's the first time I ever used my phone to do anything that simulated a game, is when I played this Xbox Museum thing, and I had to control it with the left bottom corner of my phone. You know, going through the maze there to, you know, to see your accolades from your from what you had with the Xbox, original Xbox through to today. You know, so that's one of the reasons I brought that up.
What you think about that, boss?
Oh damn, Atomic Heart. I forgot about that.
No, I got to try it out myself on the Edge browser on my Xbox and stuff. I just kind of just stumbled into it, and don't do it with your browser, because the performance, especially if you're like me, where you still got the Xbox VCR, the performance is not that good, but it's still, you know, it's still playable and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But no, like I said, the thing is, because it's funny that, you know, that Home came up, the PS3 Home thing came up, because that's the first thing that jumped in my head was like, man, nothing. Or what I say, boy, nothing but hatred. And
man, it's gonna
to
be
me, it's
quad generation.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it. I'm like, man, wouldn't that be a slap in the face? If
you know what though, boss, you know what I thought about. Now that you say that, that's gonna be for the younger generation, for these newcomers, and I think it's gonna be more successful now because they into that type of stuff than it was back then.
Man, they don't want to. These kids don't want to go in the Matrix. They ain't buying no VRs.
They'll be doing it. They'll probably do that shit, because think about it. It'd be just like having Roblox.
Yup, they'll do it.
It'd be basically Roblox.
No. Y'all
think about it this way.
You just sit there and mingle with people. We got that on Oculus.
Yeah, no, you can walk into the movie theater and look at the trailers and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some nights they have actual movies.
Why do I want to walk with another grown man to watch a trailer right there on my phone?
These are for the younger generation.
Why you want to sit on the VR and play poker all night with some people on the phone?
With grown men.
I play VR because I can talk to
grown men.
The grown men.
Grown men. Grown men. That same logic you just said, bro. This is for younger people, dog. I'm telling you.
But the younger people I know don't care about that.
Bro, man, you don't know how many younger people you know, bro.
No, I know a bunch of younger people.
Little to none, bro.
They care about. They're caring about.
But that's a small. In your words, Bone, that's 1% top.
I'm giving you my impression. I'm not saying it's factual. Giving my
now
impression.
You think about some of the kids. Like I keep my daughter right now. The situation I have right at home and stuff. She probably like to be able to sometimes go with her friends and be playing that shit online. And go in there and do shit like they do on Minecraft and shit. You can evolve that.
My thing is how
time is actually changing, dog.
Yeah, because I would say also to play a big factor is how the company sells it and how hard they go in on advertisement. If they can sell it right,
y'all saw
and put a good narrative to it and make it popular. Oh yeah, I can definitely see that shit being the new.
And y'all saw that girl that was a fat dude, sloppy eating.
And 1 versus 100.
1 versus 100 is not the metaverse though.
The metaverse. If you watch the interview, you would have seen. If you seen them interview with Peter Moore, Peter Moore said the metaverse is gaming, video, and music.
In the metaverse now, we're gaming right now with each other.
Mm-hmm. And 9 foot is right. I can't wait for. I think Forza Motorsport next or 8 or what. It's not going to be have a number, but that next Forza Motorsport, if that drops next year, hey dude, that'll be it for me because that's my game. As much as I've played, I don't know how many. I think I got like 4 or 5 days in Forza Horizon 5. I hate that game compared to Motorsport. I love Motorsport, boy. I love Motorsport. As much as I play that Forza Horizon, I can't get enough of that. But it would be a big year, but I still don't think it'll be bigger. It can't be a year bigger than any Halo year, unless a new Minecraft show up than this year, especially back-to-back big months in November and December.
Because they were even in the UK up till Forza Horizon 4 came out, they were still keeping Forza Horizon 3 on the charts.
Oh, dude, hey, I love man. That Hot Wheels shit is it. That is it. But today I was racing, man, and I'm riding through the swamp area of Forza Horizon 5, and I chose to drive through the river because I'm riding in the Warthog, and even there's some small waterfalls that you can actually, when you hit them, you jump up a little bit. The game is amazing, man, and it looks so fantastic. But it's not Game of the Year worthy, because 100 just love Jeff Keighley, and he thinks Jeff Keighley is so great. That's what Vaca said. I'm just letting you know what Vaca said.
Oh, Vaca, you saying that shit?
Yeah, no, Bone, you did say that. You said Jeff Keighley.
I ain't never said that. Y'all know I ain't never. I've been
as long as he changed his attitude and joined the crew with Xbox, you don't care.
No, you know what? Fuck you, and fuck you.
Jeff Keighley said he want to lick. He said he want to lick some Xbox.
We don't mess with Jeff.
Jeff Keighley said
even if he have a green bow tie.
You know what, Flip?
He said the reason why he don't like.
Hey, Jeff, you gonna be Jeff's boyfriend in the metaverse.
What the fuck? Bo, you sure you want to go there? You sure you want to go there? I'm
He ain't got to worry about that because Jeff ain't gonna touch anything this Xbox unless Sony jumps on it saying Sony Metaverse, then he'll jump in.
I don't know. Word on the street, he gonna be Hey, word on the street, he's gonna be in the metaverse going on people's stuff. I don't know, dog.
Hey, listen, hey, Parker, listen to this. Listen to this.
No, he'll be in the
Jeff
metaverse going on
you put in what you call it and have him blowing your on your jump.
Hey, Parker. Jeff Keighley gonna be dressed up like I am Batman looking for bone in the metaverse.
Hey, Flip. Hey, Flip. You know what? I'm gonna buy you a PlayStation 5.
Looking for the Joker.
Hey, Flip. I'm gonna buy you a PlayStation 5 so they
Come
can
on now,
blow
let's
on
not get dirty.
in the
We gotta get
metaverse.
that dirty. Come on.
Hey, we're gonna have to create a place like swiping, no swiping or something.
You gotta be dirty.
He can't be blowing on. He can't be blowing on me.
Get dirty.
They gonna blow on
You
that
keep
control.
talking dirty like that. I will call your mother. Now come on.
Oh damn!
You gonna buy me a PlayStation 5? How dare you?
He went to the nuclear option.
I know who to call.
Yeah, my fault for saying that, Vodka. That messed up the show.
No, shit. I don't know. You like to talk about your ex-college roommate.
This shit ain't nothing. This is local.
Shit.
Y'all hear local. What we do local. We just trying to change it up a little bit. That's why we saying different words.
Lawai, are you there? Lawai just kept playing the game. We were talking and shit. He said, "Fuck y'all niggas. I'm just playing the game."
Oh shit! I finally got that.
Lawai, where you at?
You know he can't hear us over his crunching up potato chips.
I thought he said something.
No, he ain't.
Livewise got that awesome pony logo out there.
Over there, I bet you his controller salty as hell on them potato chips he eating.
Livewire hooked on this Halo like I'm hooked on this Halo.
No, he playing something else. I don't know.
Livewire gotta be about level 60 and shit.
Nah, it's hard. It's hard after 30. It's hard to level up. After 30, it's hard.
I didn't see Sir Chaos. Sir Chaos, what you got to say about all of this stuff that's going on, man?
He been talking.
I've been talking.
Oh, okay.
It was a fireball.
I got mixed up with fireball. My bad.
Yeah, who had too much?
You know why it's funny, right? You know why?
Hey man, I got half of this Cabernet gone. Yeah, this half of this.
Yeah. I just went with the flow. I just said fuck it.
No, I'm about to switch my challenges out now because I got one more I got to do. But nah, man.
Hey, can you play that Halo off of
talk about what I wanted? Something was on my.
Is that Halo Infinite off of xCloud? Yeah.
Yeah, that's on xCloud.
Yeah, they say don't do it. They say don't do it, but yeah.
Don't do it.
Oh, they said don't do it.
No, because everybody bomb rushing that shit. Your shit be looking like you watching the old school Netflix. You know, Netflix used to sit there and stutter and
oh shit, yeah. I might as well just give it a bit of time there.
Yeah, there's still some wrinkles that need to be ironed out with xCloud, but it gets you in there fast, man. And you ain't got, if you don't have the space on your drive, or you just kind of like, man, I don't feel like having to wait for this to download. You just hit that cloud symbol and just jump right on in.
Yeah. Especially with like indie games. Indie games work real good because everybody ain't hitting that server like that. Especially like what they call it, the Vanias and the stuff like that. You can play that through xCloud, it plays sometimes almost like butter.
Man, I'm surprised. Well, for me, I don't know about everybody else. For me, I don't know about everybody else, but I'm surprised how well Horizon 5, runs on xCloud.
I ain't tried. I was scared. Damn, did I try it? No, what I tried it on my Surface. I tried it on the Surface, and I want to try it on my.
He about to say crack game. We need to keep that same energy. They over there to that PlayStation. And the crack game
that was
like he made 25 videos last week about how good the Xbox
I am
is.
The gatekeeper. I'm the gatekeeper. You can't bring your punk ass, you and the rest of them.
We're looking for Zool.
What they call it? What they call it for? What they call it for? Between heaven or hell, limbo.
Your ass is stay in limbo. Guys. That's who the fuck you looking for. Crap over there looking for them tandemanium guys to bring you back into the fold of Xbox heaven, Xbox graces. That ain't gonna work. He got kissed.
And when
Xbox Jesus said no.
As I told him in his little in his little video where he was trying to do his little "I found God" and stuff like that. I just went in. I just dropped a comment. I just said, look, man.
Yeah.
I just said, look. All right, nobody can. All right, you're a full grown man. Nobody can tell you where you can spend your money, or where you can gain. I said that's cool. You want to make a video about it, cool. But you burnt too many damn bridges right now. You can't be a part of any conversation right now.
He talked all that shit.
Hey, Bob, you want to know the craziest thing? The newest thing he said? I mean, he said that he not only that he found God and his Lord Savior, Jesus Christ, and a lot of they say, he also say that he's not a transgender woman no more, so he revert back as a man and stuff.
No shit.
Manly man.
Hold on a second.
Crackhead don't need to be like Game of Thrones. That walk of shame. He need to repent.
All right, man, y'all got my side.
That walk of shame.
This shit
I'm
crazy.
just saying. No, he said that. Yes,
You gotta ring the bell, saying shame.
All jokes aside, I went like that. He said since he fell, he ran into the arm of another man. So he whacked with a woman. He got his stuff straightened out. I don't know how they reconstructed his thing to whatever it is.
Crap gonna have a fucked up video this week.
And when
Crap is gonna have a fucked up. Crap is gonna have this crazy ass video this week because it can flip.
You know what? And when
he ready to have children and stuff now.
He was like,
he want to have kids now. Crap said he want to have another child. He want to have a son that can look up for him when he playing
look, man.
He don't want to glue on the PlayStation controller no more. That's what he said. I'm not making this up. He said that. I don't. It ain't my rules and regulation what he do with his life, but that's just how it is.
Look, man, when I was listening to Sega,
you gonna get that tattoo back?
Nah. When I was listening to Sega Man show today, when I was listening to Sega Man show today with E-Rocks and all of the guys today, and they were talking about all of the people talking all of this shit. Now, like E-Rocks kept bringing up Destin, and the reason Dustin is having all these Xbox shows is because Sony ain't got shit. What else is he gonna fucking talk about? Like PK Entertainment brought that up a couple weeks ago. They don't have shit else to say. And all of them, Destin, Ryan McCaffrey, Colin Moriarty, stupid ass, Greg Miller, all of these motherfuckers, they don't have nothing else to talk about because Sony literally doesn't have shit to do. They don't have nothing for anyone.
They don't have the pocketbook to do a damn thing.
They don't have the pocketbook to do shit.
How about a purse?
Except buy some small little company that nobody's never heard of in bumfuck Egypt. Talking about like, oh yeah, we acquired such and such.
Fire spray.
Right.
Like who the fuck is Fire Spray?
Nobody.
Shit, you gotta forget. We're gonna have that robot Snuffleupagus game soon.
Motherfuckers don't have shit.
What?
Yeah, the girl that fight with the Snuffleupagus. The master of the robots and stuff. The girl with the dreads. Remember, they waiting for that on February.
Right.
Man,
and before we get out of here, man.
April, May.
And before we get out of here,
Robo Snuffy.
And before we get out of here, I wanted to say this because I said this in a lot of chats, and I want to be crystal clear. Fuck Jeff Keighley and all of his award show. I stopped watching that shit a long time ago. And people say, yeah, I watch it for the world premieres and all that shit. As soon as that shit happened, it comes to my phone. So I'll see that shit on the rebound. I'm just glad, as much as I like, and you, Hunter and Vodka, Flip, Live, you guys talk. I talked with you guys on the Xbox before. Racing is probably the first thing I really like because that was my first toy, like I said, at 3 years old. I'm glad Forza didn't get selected to be a part of the game of the year. So now with the popularity that this game has, I'm glad everyone else sees what I've seen for years when I was back getting banned from N4G and IGN, how biased these award shows are. And
the worst part about it for Keely, and I actually tweeted that too. I said this is going to forever be a black eye on the whole Game Awards thing.
Absolutely.
And the reason I said that is because you can't sit there saying, oh, this is like, console war, or this is, fanboy and all. No, you got people from IGN, you got people from Open Critic, you got all these people jumping in. I'm like, whoa, hey, what's going on here? What do you mean it didn't make it?
Y'all didn't see the leak earlier this week. Y'all didn't see the leak earlier this week.
What?
They already
had
it in motherfucking February and May. They was going to give Ratchet and Clank to the Game of the Award.
And I said that. I said that too. It's going to go to Ratchet and Clank.
Went into the HTML file and looked and found the shit.
Right. And see, I'm glad now, since everybody liked Forza Horizon 5, I'm glad people see what I've seen years ago. And I never put my trust in them anyway, because I know they can't game. But like I heard on a few other podcasts, finally, that I hope G4 TV have a Game Awards next year. Okay, because the one strong black dude, he was like, Sony ain't got no games.
Oh, you talking about I seen that. That was funny.
Yeah,
Lord knows PlayStation needs some games.
So let me bounce on the other thing when he said about how he hates Jeff Keighley. I did find out that Jeff Keighley is trying to be R. Kelly pen pal in prison, because when he get out, he want R. Kelly to pee on him so he can feel like he can fly.
Not R. Kelly, dog.
I knew Flip was coming.
R. Kelly got bigger things to worry about. Such as a big nigga named fucking Rick.
His name ain't R. Kelly. His name is Roberta Kelly.
Oh man.
Jeff Keighley, like,
Roberta, get your ass
not Robert no more. It's Roberta.
That motherfucker want R. Kelly to pee on him and shit, and he want people to see.
It's Roberta.
Yeah, I heard.
He want Roberta Kelly to pee on him.
But look, to go along with what Zink was saying and stuff like that, because I said it in another podcast also, is that all this, just all this back and forth with, because y'all see how Jeff is like scrambling to defend himself and all that stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Don't even waste your energy. The best way to hurt somebody like that, is you hurt them in the damn viewership. Don't fucking tune into that shit. Don't even go into the whole thing about like, oh, I just want that. Not fuck them announcements.
No.
Them shits pop up. Them shits pop up split seconds after they air. Right on YouTube, right on IGN.
On YouTube.
And boss.
Let me ask you.
Not only that, it pops up in 4K. You just wait for that 4K footage to come up. Then you can not watch it on your phone and watch that bitch on your TV and see how that shit really looks.
Let me ask you the other thing. What makes you think IGN have that change of heart all of a sudden?
Because they don't have shit to talk about. They need viewership.
You got to follow the money. You got to go where the audience and the viewership is.
Right.
If you don't, that's what you call failing. That's what you call failing to evolve. You fail to evolve. Correct. Guess what you do? You die.
Absolutely. And then what they capitalize on,
they die.
I hope they die.
And what they capitalize on is they'll make Xbox popular. They'll keep talking about Xbox, but when there's something that they can hate on Xbox, they go all in. Then they're gonna just go shit on.
Sony's gonna be the comeback kid.
Hey, Jameson. What's the dude on Spider-Man? Jameson. That's what they are.
Yeah, they waiting on Halo Infinite single player.
They already got it.
Yeah, they're gonna kill it.
They already got it.
Single player.
They have
it. But
I don't watch it. I know a couple of people that has it. I don't want nothing to know. I apologize to a couple. I'm not going to watch your shit. I'm not going to click on your shit because I don't want. I need to see it.
But I'm talking about the media right now. They can't talk.
They
about
are
it. They keep talking about
it. They got it. The media
No, but they got it. Microsoft let them play on.
They got it.
No, that's what I'm saying. They got it right now,
but they only can talk about certain things.
But if
I know some people that beat it already. And I'm like, don't talk to me, my guy. I won't be your friend no more. I swear to God, I slapped the shit out you at E3.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I don't play even the multiplayer.
Don't get beat up, bro.
I'm good.
They're gonna jump your ass. Don't do that. That's not nice.
Nigga, at least I tried, nigga. I tried.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play Halo
he
Infinite.
tried. I'm done.
I finished the other Halo game.
What's
They hit me with a purple horseshoe.
He said purple horseshoes.
No, but I get tired of that bullshit. Like people,
Lucky Charms.
No, yeah, like people sit there and like I say, the game.
Can I play so hard to say goodbye to
David Media decide what game that you need to buy. You need to do yourself. Get a bag of nickels and slap the shit out yourself. You really do. Don't let no game, because there's some games I didn't play. Like,
nigga gonna come back laughing.
Yeah, man. Let's hear from Live Wires, man. I always want to hear from Live. Let's hear from Live before we get out of here.
Casual call.
Kicking it with little Timmy.
Live,
casual call.
I told you Live
I
over
want
there.
to
You punch him much himself to
he
sleep.
replaced me.
Live playing the game.
Oh, Halo.
No,
Halo. Potato chips.
That's why I went to play Fiesta. I wasn't playing rank with y'all in this motherfucker. Fuck that. I got the
Hey,
confidence.
Live.
I can bullshit playing
Wipe
Fiesta.
the Doritos residue off your mouth and give him the mic, man.
Well, man, you know, it was a bunch of people.
Well,
podcast.
You know,
we're gonna
play it so hard to say goodbye for Jeff Keighley because this is.
I thought you were gonna play. You think you're lonely now?
No.
This is his last. This is his last.
It's cold outside.
This is gonna be.
I thought you was talking about the pony. It was cold outside.
Wait until tonight.
Well, yeah, but you know what? You know what? What we was talking about, like how everybody's shifting, trying to like go with the cool kid now, which is Xbox and stuff like that. I know you guys already talked about it, and I think you already talleged about it in your previous show.
Go ahead.
And but all right, because I was talking about this in Legal's show a few nights ago, and I was like, it's kind of odd where the dude from Platinum Games is making this this apology after what, like 7 years.
You brought
but he did that before. He did that 2 years ago.
No, it's worse now though, Bob.
But he kind of glazed over it.
Yeah, but
he glazed over it.
I said this shit about 10 years ago. What happened? And nobody believed me.
No, we believed it. We knew what happened. Go ahead, boss.
I believed it because I saw it. I saw it happen.
Nobody believed me.
But
I said straight up front what happened. And nobody didn't want to believe me. They blame Xbox. They blame Phil. They blamed everybody and their mama.
Yeah, but you said that there was too ambitious of a game for them to do.
Fireball's got the thing. Let him talk. He can talk 20 minutes.
It's like me taking a commission. All right.
Who said that?
Because this is why I had to tell one dude. I said it's like taking a commission. All right. You know what your limits are. You know what your capabilities are. Now you can be ambitious and go for that bag, or you can go ahead and pull back on the reins and be like, okay, this is a little bit outside of my wheelhouse, so I'm not going to put both of us in a compromising situation and worsen the relationship between us. So nobody held a gun to Platinum's head saying, you motherfuckers will add multiplayer. You will use Unreal Engine.
Okay. You are talking about Platinum.
They didn't do that.
I did say something about Platinum before. It was too much for them to handle.
Yeah, but the thing is with
Fireballs. Hold on 1 second. Put your finger on that. I want you to continue. Flip Money, no. You wrong on that. They didn't have too much to handle. They were making other games. They said, fuck Microsoft. We're going to spend Microsoft's money and make these fucking games over here. They know how to make a game. They know what the fuck they're doing.
Wonderful
they full of shit. They
Bayonetta.
They made all of these games with Microsoft's money.
No. It's not the fact that they don't know how to make a game. It's the fact that game was too big.
Oh, yes.
Some project, that game was too ambitious. They don't know how to make a game that size.
That's no. No.
And even if they
No,
was,
Flip.
they
That
got help from
Flip.
Microsoft from that.
No. They were spending their resources on other games. Okay,
I
they
believe
know
that.
how to make it.
You know that, but some of them
I'm not
games,
saying.
they don't
And
have.
see,
Some of them games don't have good infrastructure for their
Hey
internet and
man,
shit.
look,
and
That's
see,
what
they
I'm saying. Like, don't get me wrong.
and
I'm
and
not saying
Zeke,
they don't know
Zeke,
how to make a game.
you hit on something
I'm saying that
when it
their
comes
game,
back to me. You hit on
their
something
game
that
is
I'm
too
going to.
big for them. They don't know
go
how to
ahead,
scale.
Fireballs. We'll go
When they
after you,
couldn't do it,
Fireballs.
or when they couldn't make that game
Like,
or
hey,
whatever, what's the first thing they did? Fuck it, we're gonna work on our other game and just try to get more money as we can from Microsoft and prolong the games and stuff.
Me and Flip
That's
Money
because they was
never
doing.
disagree. Y'all mark this day. We
I'm
never
telling you,
disagree,
man.
but we just no Flip. That ain't. Go ahead, Fireballs. Let Fireballs finish. Go ahead, Fireballs.
all right, all right. Basically, here's the thing. And see, I'm sure y'all. I mean, I'm sure y'all kind of like this jumped in your head as well. All right, it's weird that now with Microsoft being bigger than the biggest company on the face of the planet now,
Say it.
with
They're the
all that
biggest
bank,
thing going in the industry. Go ahead and say it. Go ahead.
with all that bank, all right, and with all this open-handedness of how they handle their developers and their quote unquote partners. And I got something to say about that shit too, but I ain't gonna get into
Word.
that. I'm still on track. But now all of a sudden we get the full apology because see, yeah, he did apologize before, but he didn't go into detail. That's he
Right.
kind of still left out bits and pieces that
Right.
still left people thinking that, oh, this sounds like it was both parties failed. No, both parties did not fucking
No,
fail.
dog. It was your black ass.
So yeah, so now all of a sudden we're getting the whole, as we call it in the military, the whole battle rattle, the whole satchel has been opened up. All right. Now, why do y'all think all of a sudden this is happening, and it's happening right where all the success is hitting, right when they, they surpassed Apple, right when there's, all this success and everything.
They want scale, but I'm back.
It's
No,
well,
To just
they
be a
keep
part
having
of the
one.
Microsoft
team.
money. That's what it is.
There you go. There you go, right there.
It's like,
Because
hey, dog, our money is running out.
developing,
Let's get back in good with Microsoft and shit.
yes, because I'm telling you right now, other than Near, that they the newest Near game they just dropped, what the fuck else are they working on other than Bayonetta? And from what I'm understanding with Bayonetta is apparently this is their most ambitious one, and it seems to be kind of whipping their asses.
I don't think Platinum did the
So
last Near game either. They didn't. They didn't do Near Replicant. It was somebody else.
But they had what, like a smaller team or something? Or?
No, because see, Near wasn't originally done by Platinum Games. Near Automata was done by Platinum Games. That was their first foray into the Near franchise. That Square got them to do for the Near franchise. I think it was another company. Let me see.
Hey
yeah,
man,
yeah,
do you
yeah,
know
check,
what?
yeah, yeah, check into that. But
Death
yeah, but like I
Mobile.
But
said,
wasn't there a replicant, a remake of the first one?
It's the original Japanese version because the American they never came to America. And then
Hey,
it was like a remake, but then they added
hey,
extra stuff into it too.
check out what 9 foot in the chat is saying, and
go ahead.
he gets where I'm going. He understands where I'm going at. Time is running out for him.
Mhm.
So now they got to hunt down that another avenue of cash.
Also, Death Mobile is another one. He said contracts matter. When you're given money for making a game, you don't make targets, you lose. Kind of like life. And the thing is, there are construction companies that you have these buildings to build. It could be a school, it could be a Walmart, it could be a McDonald's. Hey, you don't
Sure.
bite off more than you can chew. Some of these projects have to wait, but don't take the money from here and build this shit over here. You know what you're doing. You made some great, didn't they just make a game that was game of the year, some overrated game for Nintendo? Um, damn, it was a game that was game of the year. A lot of people were talking about it.
Excuse me. Toy Logic did Near Replicant.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Mhm.
But yeah, like I said, that's what I'm sensing. I'm sensing that they're looking for try to get back in good to try to get get that open sack.
Didn't they make
And
Astro Chain?
Yeah,
trying to
Astro
secure that Microsoft
Wasn't
bag.
Astro Train supposed to be so damn great? Okay, so they made Astro Train. That that game turned out to be whatever. I looked at it, I didn't like the way it looked. I would never play that game. But they know how to make a game. They just chose not to. But that's the arrogance of companies like that. They and it was cool to hate on Microsoft, so they thought they could get away with that shit. Phil was like, you know what? Nah, fuck y'all. Y'all, you fired.
And the thing about it is, it's not as far as any more dealings with them go. It's not necessarily in Phil's hand. Yeah, he's the big guy for Xbox, but that money comes from Microsoft.
No, hey, Dr. Baca, will you tell them? They have the Xbox division has their own money, and if Phil,
oh no,
wants
I know that. I know that.
yeah.
I'm just saying that in order to
green light.
in order to push that deal, the green light Scalebound again, or working with Kamiya again, with Platinum again. That's something that Sadia and a lot of the investors, a lot of board members are going to be like.
But here's the thing that you don't know. I'm gonna tell you this now. This is how Microsoft operates. Satya don't want to be bothered with that shit. Satya, like I told you guys before, and I know I'm acting up when I say this. Satya don't know how to spell games. He don't know nothing about it. All he knows is that when you get to the big table and you represent this portion of Microsoft, okay, who's the leader of that division? That's all I want to hear from. So you have a seat at the big table, okay, and you report to me what your division is doing. If you need something, how can I help? Hey, Satya, it'd be good if you put this Halo Infinite sweatshirt on and come over here and say a couple words for us to Bloomberg. That'd be good for us, okay? and we'll tell you what.
Turn my dude into a figure. Turn. You talking about turn my dude into a figurehead?
Absolutely. And what that does is it says, oh shit, all of Microsoft is behind this stupid ass game, even though the person that said that don't know that games is the biggest form of entertainment on the planet Earth. They don't know that shit. But Satya's like, shit, hey man, this is what y'all don't know. These jokers are worth over here $500 billion. Okay. They the shit. So if they need something, we're gonna give them that back. Just like when Robbie Bach told Bill Gates, he said, "Hey, we're gonna ditch this modem thing, and we're gonna go with this Ethernet port." And Bill was like, "Huh? Are you crazy? That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life." Well, Bill, this is how this works. Okay. Bill don't know, but Bill doesn't know. But when you tell Bill, hey, this is why we're doing this, now Bill's genius kicks in. It's like, hey, what do you need me to do to make this shit work? That's how that shit works in big business, in the corporate world. You let me know, but at the same time, you had better make my return on investment. Okay, because when they make all of this money, yeah, it goes into the pot. All right, and all of this money goes into the pot. And when you ask for something, they say, okay, well, what did you bring to the pot? Oh, you brought all of this shit. Go ahead and spend that $500 million on a slip space engine to make that Halo game that's worth $10 billion. You go right a fucking head. Oh, you gonna do this shit for free? Why the hell you gonna give this game away for free? Because we can make our money back on it really quickly. You sure about that? Oh yeah, okay. Well, you know what you're doing. Go ahead. And for everybody that says Oh, all they have is Halo, Gears, and Forza. And I said this shit before. McDonald's is not the number one restaurant on planet Earth, whether we like it or not. It's the number one restaurant on Earth because of that fucking cheeseburger, those golden fries, and that icy cold Coca-Cola. Okay? That's why everybody goes to McDonald's. Because that kid, after the little league baseball game, little league soccer game, all these motherfuckers running up in the McDonald's. Okay? That's why they're there. Sony wish they had a Halo, Gears, and a Forza. That's the end of that right there. But somebody needs to tell Colin Moriarty that. That's my Colin-ism for the day. That dumbass with the talking about how strategic Sony is. They stupid. They ain't strategic.
But yeah. So like I said, man, it's just that it's not happening. And I guess go with along with like Death and Mobile in the chat is the only way that at least I see it happening again is they're gonna have to surrender themselves to being acquired. That's the only way.
They don't need them. That's not going to happen because number one, why would Microsoft continue on messing with them when they have their own goddamn companies that can make that game better? They got new engine. They got everything that they need to allow them to make that game. They only
another thing to add to that also is that if you notice a trend with everybody that they acquire people who are able to properly manage and govern themselves.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So we know that they would never have done. They don't. I don't need you to make my game. What I need you to make my game for when I already got a company that can do it.
Right. And once we see, and Microsoft is like, once we see you can do this on your own, now that you've shown us by progression what you can do, now just like Satya said to Phil and Bill Gates said to Robbie Bach, hey, how can I help you realize your dream? Let me know what I can do for you. Okay? Because now they believe in you. But they didn't show Phil that he could trust them. But the people that made what's that game with the girl with the perfect teeth singing that Indian chant? What's the name of that game that they dropped on Jeff Keighley's head?
Ninja Theory.
Ninja Theory. They was like, hey, you know what? What do you guys need? Okay. You know, what do you need? We saw what you can do. Let me know if you need any help, and we got you. All right. Just like Colin, don't think Microsoft could nurture anything. Turn 10. Dan Greenwald, my favorite guy in all of Microsoft, said, hey, we can make a great racing game. They said, oh yeah, okay, we'll see what you can do. Then they turned Forza into $1 billion franchise. Hey, can you do something else? Because the Sony side is saying all you can do is make a realistic road racing game. Can you do anything different? Yeah, we have a Forza Horizon theory, but we want to buy another team. So we want to interview a few people. Here comes Playground Games. They found such a gem in these jokers at Playground Games. Hey, Playground, you made this beautiful world. Why don't you run over here, take a few people with you, and go do Fable? Okay, that's nurturing Colin. Okay, since he can't figure that out.
So, but to go and put a fork in it, as far as this platinum thing goes, the whole tone of how he was doing the apology. I think things are probably. I don't like being the doomsayer. I really don't. I think it might not be showing up, but I think Platinum might be in a little bit of trouble.
Man, they are.
Let Flip Money and myself kick Platinum. We'll kick their ass. Okay, we know we'll do it for you.
I'm telling you, that's what I've done. I'm going to keep it real. They losing their damn job. That's why they try to kiss Microsoft ass. Our company about to go under. That's all it is.
Yep.
Can you please, sir, can I have more? Microsoft said, buy Humbach and shut the fucking door. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, y'all think I be joking, but I'm dead serious.
You are serious.
Microsoft got their own on Japanese video game studio that they push to make that game.
They got only one, but they need to get more, man. They need to get more. That little partnership shit with Sega.
Well, they said, Punisher's girl Sarah Bond said that they got partnerships with 200 independent devs in Japan.
Yeah.
Hey, you just let that.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see how it works out, because the problem I have is that this is the thing. The full when we see for the games we've been seeing, the full power has been being shown by what? First party and second party, right? When it comes to third party, they can't be bothered with trying to learn. Trusted. Well, no, it's not just that. It's just that they can't be bothered with trying to push the system. And the reason why is because, one, parity, two, also because of the fact that their higher ups, the executives, don't want them to invest too much time. They want them to hurry up and push it out and be like, we'll patch it later. That's why we've been seeing, the offhanded shit we've been seeing, like, for example, with Watch Dogs and all that, because they're not being given the time to fucking learn the shit.
And with Japanese companies, they cannot be trusted because they don't really like us Americans because of Pearl Harbor. Okay, but they started.
Oh no, it's a different generation though. Here's the thing. All right, here's the thing. Now, yes, there is nationalism going on there. All right, and trust me, I'm not. I ain't sweeping that under the rug. It's there. Like, for example, the shit that's going on with Square and everything.
Absolutely.
That's because the old bastards that have been running it since the fucking 2000s and shit, they still can't accept the fact that Square has that Sony has fucking abandoned them in the dirt. Same with like Level 5.
That shit.
Level 5 can't open their eyes and wake up and see that Sony has abandoned them in the fucking dirt. They've been sitting there probably waiting for Sony to acquire them because they've been hurting. They've been hurting bad, and they did that to themselves. Only putting their games
subsidies too from Japan to stuff to help the Japanese companies to help them make them games, just like France gives money to Ubisoft.
Right.
Yeah,
but this one is a little worse than that, though.
Yeah, but they're in a situation. So it's got so bad that they had to close offices. They had to lay off huge teams and staff and everything. And instead of saying, "Hey, you know what? Let's go talk to Phil. Let's go talk to Microsoft," because the Japanese development community supposedly has a huge amount of respect for Phil. That's the word, all right? But their higher ups are so fucking far up in their own damn ass that they rather just, we're just going to develop it just for PC. That's it. I read that shit. I was like, wait a minute, what? I mean, why? So if that's the case, why not just, develop for both console and PC? You got one development kit right there that does it all, and an infrastructure that lets you even, stream the shit over cloud. It's like they all keep defaulting to cutting themselves off at the fucking kneecaps. And I mean, it's ridiculous. But the reason I was bringing it up is because ever since Don Matrick did that fucking interview, where because remember at one point the 360 was the fucking hotspot for fucking Japanese gaming. It used that crown used to at one time belong to Sony, but Microsoft snatched that shit away for a bit. And it wasn't until Don Matrick came along that all of a sudden you guys start noticing that the Japanese content started dwindling down. If it didn't come from the big dogs like Konami, well, before they closed up their shit, from Capcom, from Square, and it wasn't even everything from fucking Square. It was like less than a handful of things that you may have seen on the shelves, right? And all that is traced back to an interview where Don Matrix, when somebody was asking, so hey, is there any chance that we might see, some more Japanese games or some JRPGs coming back to the platform? Why? Those things don't sell.
I never
Now,
saw
here's the
that.
thing. Yeah,
because they had a lot of good Japanese games on the 360.
They did, but the thing is this though. Here's the thing. As much as I don't like the dude, he did have a point. It's just that if I was his PR guy, I probably would have been fired that day because I would have ran across that stage and clotheslined his ass like fucking Nikolai Volkov and shit. I would have fucking Russian bulldogged his ass because it's like, dude, it's like I get what you're saying, but don't fucking say it and stuff. And ever since that, it's like it don't matter that he's gone.
Right, and that's I'll say that about Sensei Thoughts had a good one. He said, buy them out and have them work on Viva Pinata, and a lot of people want Viva Pinata.
God damn, man, that's shit. That's so fucking dirty, and I love it. Make it so number one,
man.
You know what?
But
what you know about that, dog? What you know about that? What you know about that? I heard what you just did. I heard what you just did. What you know about that, dog?
Earl Grey, hot.
Yeah, that was some good points, though, man.
You're like, but yeah, but
I like this guy already.
Yeah, like you said, Lost Odyssey, Blue Dragon, Jet Set, Radio Future. Yeah, those are some good games in the 360 era.
And see, but and so I would like to know. I'm sorry, I'm about.
That was 9 foot, by the way.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Those now, Sakaguchi, the guy who the godfather of Final Fantasy or JRPGs in general. The one who's over Miss Walker, he already stated ever since last year, that he wants to come back to Xbox. Now the Matrix gone, they want to come back. Itagaki, responsible for the reboot of Ninja Gaiden. He left Valhalla Soft to be their own studio to be acquired.
That's my 5th favorite game of all time since 1976. Ninja Gaiden. Okay, and Ninja Gaiden is not going to be the same unless Tamanobu and his boys are back. Period.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. I think I honestly want to think in my heart that Phil is actually talking to Itagaki. All right,
I actually think I believe that.
Yeah, because the thing is, everybody, especially on the PlayStation side, they come at me with like, oh, he's a PR nightmare. They don't want to. They're not going to touch him. And I'm like,
and they have a point because of whatever happened with some female over there. If that shit is true or false, that can get you out of Microsoft. They ain't playing that shit there.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. It was proven to have been false.
Okay,
she lied.
Well, I'm down with Itagaki.
Dude, Tecmo set him up. Tecmo wanted him gone. Do you not know Tecmo? Do you not know Tecmo actually was hiring people to send him death threats? All because he did not want to develop on as he quote unquote called weaker hardware.
Absolutely, and he didn't want to put his shit on a PlayStation. The King Cypher. 100 and the rest of the panel, whenever you see these guys playing the game, people that's in this chat are always welcome, except for Christopher Hart or some other bullshit PlayStation guy. But if you want to have a Halo game night, the Halo game night is whenever you see one of us playing Halo, and just jump in, say who you are, you in there. Okay, so that's anytime you see one of these guys on Flip, Live, 100, Vodka, myself, anybody.
Do not disturb.
No, he would not disturb. He don't want to fuck with nobody.
He don't let nobody come
He would not disturb. Now, if it's like 4 in the morning, and if it's 4 in the morning my time and 7:30 in the morning your time, No, I'm not getting up to play with your ass. I'm not telling you because I just went to bed, especially lately. I've been on for the last 3 days. I'm staying up to about 5 in the morning again.
What I'm saying is, like, sometimes after we get off the show, I'm going to sleep, but you guys saying, "Hey, we about to jump in the game."
We be in the
We
party.
about to end the show right
Just
now.
jump in there, Cypher.
We about to get off right now and hop in the party. You guys welcome to come in. Y'all, you don't have to be scared.
Y'all just gotta say who y'all are.
I'm about to go watch
all.
some Discovery and then go to sleep.
Discovery.
Well, you go watch your Discovery. Please, people, hold up, Bone. Please, just tell us who you are. We don't care if you come in a party. We're gonna say some foul and outrageous shit, mostly because of me cussing out Bone, going back at it. But other than that, it's still gravy, baby. Just let us know who you are. That's all we ask.
And jump right in that shit. Great ass chat today. Great show. Fireballs came through. You know, we had 9 people on the show today.
I appreciate y'all having me, man.
I'm glad you came on. I'm finally glad I've been wanting you to come on for over.
Thanks to the great recruiter, Dr. Vaca, recruiting everybody and shit. He the shit.
I gave my producing credentials to him.
Need to get your boy your man going. Y'all was good. Y'all had a good podcast together.
Yeah, wait, wasn't he in the chat earlier?
I think he was.
I don't even know.
He might have was in the chat earlier. I'm not sure.
Fireballs had Punisher talking. Usually don't say that much. He was up there running his mouth.
I don't know how much Punisher can talk, and we can tell him got to shut the hell up.
Punisher just gotta watch out because Punisher's wild boy. Punisher's wild boy.
Wild boy. Yo, for the people out there that think Punisher is quiet, don't think that.
No.
Shout
out to my man. The Renegades podcast. I missed it this week because I was at the damn job and I was doing some bullshit. But shout out to Retro Renegades podcast. My man Zobi, and graphics guy and the rest of the crew over there. They do a great job, and they just like us. They don't give 2 fucks. And they talk about gaming, and they do retro gaming, and talk about regular gaming, and talk about people's wives sometimes. If she looks good, or they actually bring a mom on. I ain't gonna tell you what mom they'll bring on. They'll actually bring a straight up mother on and talk.
Who my mom?
I'll tell you later on.
You got that dramatic action. Got that dramatic action can.
They had.
Before we go, Before we go, I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna give a shout out for Christopher Hart. I mean, you're a good brother. Thanks for loaning me your girl. That's it.
Oh shit.
Well, check out Sensei starts tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, man.
TK9.
TK9.
TK. TK back on the show next week, man.
Yeah, I gotta turn in my car for the contest. Get ready for this contest on Monday.
Yeah, man. Sega man.
TK on next week, man.
Yeah, man. And I'm glad y'all saying that, man, because there's some guys out there that keep it 100, man. Sega man, of course. E-Rocks, those guys are the world's most powerful gamer. You know,
unlimited production.
That joker Sean be straight cussing ponies out, and Sean and Dirt.
Lord, they hate the fuck out of Hebot. The ponies hate the fuck out of Hebot. He just absorbs every bit of it. He just makes him stronger.
Man,
that give me all your hate.
They kind of. Man, I remember them days. They don't want to come. I wish I can get that smoke because I've been asking for that smoke. They ain't want to give me no smoke.
No, man, they don't want to come up in here. Don't they?
But we're gonna be out, man. You guys want to hear what the original Xbox After Dark? You can hear it right after this show and on Xbox Live because we don't have no motherfucking mixer no more. That's what we used to do it off of.
I know that's some bullshit right there.
Man, I'm tired of that shit. And that's another story. That's another story for next week. Appreciate everybody coming down. Just share the video. I don't give a fuck if you thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't give a fuck if you don't even want to share it.
But you can't see the thumb down no more. Shit, they don't take that away.
Your mother, I love her.
I still see it.
We play games over here. We really do play games. That's what I'm saying. I'm going back on Halo. That's why I was eating and I got my good ass Cavassier. So let's go.
Ain't ball past the Cavassier, man.
All right, peace, fellas.
Peace, yo.
Women came in a party.
Yep.
Oh.